এই তো ভাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো। আপনার কি অবস্থা ভাই? ভাই কোথায় অ্যাড করবো আপনাকে? দাঁড়ান, লাইভটা এখন শুরু। এই তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো ভাই, আপনার কি অবস্থা? এমন টাইমে দেখা যায় মানুষ লাইভে কম থাকে। ভাই রোনালদোটা তো আমার নাই এটা। ঠিক আছে ভাই, অ্যাড করে নিব, প্যারা নাই। আর দেশ আমি দেখি ডিফেন্স লাইন হাই। দেশ আমি ডিফেন্স লাইন ভালো না। লিঙ্ক আপ কারে দিয়ে করা? লেফট ফুট একটা ভালো এমএফ দরকার আছে। এই তো ভাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো ভাই, আপনার কি অবস্থা ভাই? কি তুরে খেলাম আজকে থেকে। দেখি বসে কি রকম খেলে। তুটা কই? সামুয়েলি তো রাদার গুলি আউট। মেসিতে কি তুলে দিই। ভাই কিমিসটা তো আমার কাছে নাই ভাই। গেমের সাউন্ড কি গেল নাকি আবার? ওরে ভাই ফরমেশন বসে কাপেল্লো নিয়ে আইছে। ওকে লেটস গো। ডিফেন্সিভ ফুলব্যাক না থাকলে অফেন্সিভ যারা আছে ওদের কেউ করে দেন, ডিফেন্সিভ ইন্টারকশন দিয়ে দেন যদি আপনার ডিফেন্স প্রবলেম হয়। আজকে ভাই নতুন ফোনে খেলতাছি, আজকে গেম প্লে বেশি ভালো হইবে না। আপনার ফোন নিছিলাম তো নতুন আইকিউ 15 আলট্রা। তো আগে খেলি নাই, আপনার আগে যে ফোন আছিল আইকিউ 13 ওইটাই রেক করা ছিল, তাই আর কি আর নেওয়া হয়েছিল না। আরে মার্সেলে টান্ডা দিলেই হয়তো। ওর ভাই সরি সরি, ওয়েট করেন এক মিনিট, দাঁড়ান ভাই 1 মিনিট জাস্ট।
So impressive. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
আগে বলবেন না ভাই এটা।
Port finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great defending, strong and determined. That has not gone well.
Port really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gerrard. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that looks a decent ball. Place it in low. Deftly away. That is good strength. The Netherlands are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly,
Let's
you
go,
know, whether they
ambulance.
have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly,
Ay
you
re
need
bhai,
someone
re
up
bhai,
front
এটা miss
to be able
করলাম।
to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
Gerrard, who does have an assist to his name. Messi. He's had it taken off him.
আজকে ভাই নেট একদম খারাপ, সারাদিন বৃষ্টি গেছে, এখনো বৃষ্টি চলতেছে।
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Nedved. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Steaming on goal. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Can he get it through? And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Aims beyond the defence, and that's a good... Goes for a shot!
তাক অপোনেন্ট ব্যাক পাসে খাইলো গোল।
He's got a goal!
ভাই আজকে ওয়ার্ল্ড র্যাঙ্ক 77 এর সাথে খেলা পড়ছিল ডিভিশনে, 1-1 ড্র করছি। ওয়াও ভালো ভাই, অনেক
Well,
ভালো।
it looks like we have
তো যারা
ourselves a
লাইভে
real
আছেন সবাই
game
ল্যাপটপে
here
লাইক
now,
করে দেন।
Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Nedved.
হে ভাই,
It's Nedved!
ও নাইস ডিপিং শট।
Nedved! A diamond of a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making...
And that is all they have time for. Port have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them,
And
more or
now,
less
please
ideal.
turn towards the screen.
তো যারা লাইভে
And we
আছেন
are
সবাই
up to
লাইভটাকে
the
লাইক
break.
করে দেন।
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week.
ভাই
It's been
পর্তুগালের
wonderfully,
প্যাকটা তো নেওয়া হয়েছে না বুঝছেন।
and beautifully unpredictable now.
Port are leading, but it is still delicately
ভাই
poised.
খেলা কি এখন
It's
দেখা
2-1.
যাচ্ছে ঠিকমতো? কমেন্ট করে জানান তো ঠিক আছে নাকি।
And we get things going again. And here's Eto. This is Dembele. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though,
আরে
able to
ভাই
hold on
নেট
this
সেই
time.
লেভেলে প্রবলেম করতেছে আজকে।
Knocks it into space. Now he's running. He's had a shot.
আরে দিদা ভাই রে ভাই
Oh, he's
বাঁচাইছে।
been caught on it here. Dembele.
আসছি
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was
মিড কেমন
lacking.
জানি ফাঁকা হয়ে যায় আপনার এই দেশসামনে
play.
ফরমেশনে।
Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Messi. Driving forward. Ambitious ball here. That ball looks a good one. The Netherlands can
Nah.
breathe again. Just.
সাউন্ড ঠিক
it's
আছে
an
নাকি সবকিছু
intervention
একটু
that
জানান।
had to be made.
কোনো
Serious
সমস্যা
trouble
থাকলে
lay
বলতে
in
পারেন।
store.
Gerrard. That's Beckham. Gerrard. Rijkaard.
The Netherlands really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter.
তো
It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the finish!
মেসি
And that's a good finish.
ট্রু পাস দিবেন, ওয়াইটেড পাস দিবেন,
To the good.
ওয়ান টাচ
And
পাস
they
এগুলা
are
দিবেন।
purring. Absolutely purring.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Port now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback. As
এই যে
it
দেখেন
turned out
ডিফেন্স কিভাবে ফাঁক
unsuccessful.
হয়ে গেছে, আপনারা খেয়াল করছেন কিনা জানি না, বাট ডিফেন্স ভাই একদম ফাঁক হয়ে গেছিল। ভাগ্যিস বলটা পায়ে গেছি, বাট এখানে একটা থ্রু পাস দিয়ে দিলেই গোলটা খেয়ে যেতাম।
Gerrard. And it's Otto. Oh, that was vital. Eto, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here. He is through here. No outsmarting him this time. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nesta cuts it out. Nicely aimed pass. Gerrard.
নেদভেদের পজিশন কোথায় আর সে দাঁড়ায় আছে কোথায় দেখেন জাস্ট।
That's Rijkaard. Van
দেশ
Dijk.
আমাদের পার্সোনালি ভালো লাগে নাই, হয়তো সামনের সপ্তাহ ঠিক করতে পারে আপডেটের পরে।
Led
There
dead.
will be 1 minute
যে
added
কোনো
time.
ম্যানেজারই প্রথম আসার পরে একটু
There'll be a
বাজেই
minute of
খেলে।
stoppage time. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable
দেশাম
collective
সামনের
effort.
সপ্তাহ ভালো
Well
হবে
behind
আশা
they
করি,
may
বাট
have done,
এই
but
সপ্তাহ
they
ভাই
were
খুবই
having none
বাজে,
of that.
ডিফেন্স খুব বাজে, খুব
Messi voted man of the
প্লেয়ারগুলোর
match.
পজিশনই ঠিক মতো নিচ্ছে না ভাই। বিগ রোনালদো কোনটা ভাই, কোন কার্ডের কথা বলতেছেন? বিগ টাইম রোনালদো নার্ভ হয়ে গেছে ভাই, একটু আগের মতো নাই।
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
রোনালদো প্যাক নিয়ে আনিছেন, ওটা বেশি ভালো হয় নাই।
And we're underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a chance!
নাইস দেমবেলে, নাইস।
And he's done it! The
তো
first
যারা লাইভে আছেন
significant
সবাই লাইভটাকে
strike.
লাইক করে দেন।
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Port leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kajolu. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Port already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. He's having a
ওরে
shot!
দেমবেলে, নাইস।
And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking.
Thank
at
you,
its
bhai,
finest.
thank you.
Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. Port are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Eto'o. Haaland.
Port really are a team that
এই যে
like to
ডিফেন্স
break
ফাঁক হয়ে
lines.
যায়, এটা একটা
Yeah, they
সমস্যা
love
আপনার।
doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Eto'o. Oh, now he can run away with it.
ব্লু স্ক্রিন দেওয়ার ট্রাই করছিলাম আপনার।
Unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And Eto'o!
ওরে মিস করলো।
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Time and again they are repelled.
কার্লোস রে,
Port
Nice.
heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Rijkaard. And here's Eto'o. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele!
নাইস সেভ, নাইস।
And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel
হ্যাঁ,
they're up in
শেপ-
the ante
শেপচিং
here.
তোরা
They'll
হয়।
get the reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner.
আরে ভাই কি করলাম এটা, দূর এই ভুলে ক্লিক লেগে গেছে। Shit,
And now a sudden chance
দুই
to
মেসি ভাই।
counter.
আনকারা মেসি পারলো না নাকি? এই
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
ওরে
That has sent him sprawling. And this could be the final action of the first half. A header!
ওরে সেভ। বেস্ট কোচ ভাই কারে কমু কোন
Duke,
টপ কোচ অন নার্ভ করে দিছে
quick
কোনামি
look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
কোনামি
Any
আপনার
views on the
সবগুলারে
first
নার্ভ
half?
করে দিছে
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
Hello
I think the
everybody, and
manager
quick
has to
announcement
resist
now. We'd
change
like to
at
ask
this
you all
stage.
to kindly stay seated during the
Port
match.
looking
Thank you
good,
for your cooperation.
feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
ঠিক আছে ভাই নিমন
Away we go again. Duke.
এই যে ডিফেন্স পাক হয়ে যা দেখছেন
This is Gerrard, and he's managed to get free. Now the ball in.
ওরে ভাই কার্লোসে ডিসকর্ড গ্রুপ ওকে ভাই
Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Eto.
ভাই রে ভাই শোল্ডার ব্যাক সেই খেলছে এখানে
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
আপ করাই ব্রুনো ফার্নান্দেস গ্যারেথ বেল বস্ত্রন্দরা নামামো নাকি কোন আপনারা কারে নামামো রোনালদো নাকি এমবাপ্পে তারই কবে নরি নামামো ক্লপ তো ভালোই বাট ক্লপে ম্যানেজার সমস্যা স্পিন দিব ওর স্কিপ হ্যাঁ ডিফেন্সে বিল্ড আপ ডেস্টার আপনার না থাকলে স্পিন দিতে পারেন ঠিক আছে রন্দারি নামাইলাম জান বলছেন রন্দার কথা দেখি তো লিঙ্ক আপ করি রোনালদো তো ব্রুনোর বল পালে রন্দার মাথায় মারমো রোনালদো সাপোর্টার বেশি দেখা যায় ভাই রোনালদোরই নামাইছি
Substitution
তো
on the
যারা লাইভে
field.
আছেন সবাই লাইভটাকে লাইক করে দেন
Number 19, Messi.
Port choosing
Number
to
6,
make the first change.
Dembele. Number 18, Eto'o. Coming on the
Port
field.
perhaps contemplating their next
22,
change here.
Bruno Fernandes. Number 15,
Bruno Fernandes
Bale.
stood up
Number
well to him
9,
there.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. Knocks it into space. 75 minutes played. Tries to pass it through.
আরে পারলো না
Goal kick.
ব্রুনোরে তুইলে দিমো ভাই আগে কইতেন আমি ব্রুনোরে মূলত নামাইছি আপনার লিঙ্ক টাপটার জন্য বুঝছেন
Oh, good read.
ট্রাই করে
That's great
দেখতেছি আর কি
positioning,
কিরকম
so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Port clearly now in lead preservation mode. Vitinha. Oh, that's superb. And Cristiano Ronaldo!
রন্দা দিছিল
And he was there to get
ব্রুনো
a
ভাই মোটামুটি
vital
ভালোই
touch.
খেলে খারাপ না
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just
আরে টাইমই গেল গা।
and that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
রিউ ওর ভারানে, ভারান ভাই ভারান। বুফন বাটন টাচ এন্ড ফ্লিক ভালো। ভাই আমার এটা আর কি এমনি খেললে অভ্যস্ত সেই জন্য। ভাই অ্যাসিস্টেড খেলি অ্যাসিস্ট। দেশম ওর ফাবিও ফর লং বল। ভাই দেশামের পারফরমেন্স এখনো ভালো পাচ্ছি না। কাপের লোডটাই ভালো লাগছে এখন পর্যন্ত। কিশোরগঞ্জ থাকি ভাই, তো ওয়েট করি দেখি আপনার দেশম সামনের সপ্তাহ ভালো হয় কিনা। অনেকদিন পর ওয়েলকাম ভাই, ওয়েলকাম। রেস বাটন নিয়ে কি জানা দরকার ভাই তোমার বলো। নতুন রোনালদো আগুন, আগুন হলে তো ভাই ভালোই খেলাম। আমার বিগ টাইম আছে তাই নতুনটা নেই নেই। আরে ভাই করা ফরমেশন তো। এই তো ভাই 1900 এরকম লাগবে।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
না ভাই এরকম ভাই পসিবল না।
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breathes
ডিফেন্স
confidence
এর
to his
অবস্থা দেখেন
defence.
ভাই, হাই সাইড কই
I'm
ডিফেন্স।
thinking the same.
Oi.
He will be a central feature, no doubt.
ওরে ভাই কি হইতাছে ভাই এগুলা। ভাই আমার স্কোয়াডে ভারী প্লেয়ার লাগে, বেশি 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 প্লেয়ার নিলে আর কি, এই জন্য দুইটা রাখছি যাতে স্কোয়াডটা একটু পাতলা লাগে।
This is a promising build-up. Pirlo. Chance!
ওরে নাইস সেভ, নাইস।
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
কেসি ভাই অনেক
Really
ভালো
looked
ভাই,
sharp
কেসি তো
there,
কালকে
didn't
খেলা
he?
ধরাই
That's
লাইছিল।
very well played.
IQOO 15 আলট্রা।
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And a shot!
ওরে ভাই রে ভাই, কালকে ভাই জার্মানির খেলা ধরাই লাইছিল। আইভরি কোস্ট গোল মিস করছে কয়েকটা, যার জন্য আপনার ফিনিশিং দিতে পারে না আর কি। জার্মানিও যদিও মিস করছে, বাট আইভরি কোস্টও মিস করছে আগে।
Oh, not the best of headers.
কাপেলোই ভালো ভাই, দেশামের পারফরমেন্স এখনো ভালো পাচ্ছি না, সত্যি কথা যেটা।
De Rossi. Rummenigge.
কালকেই জাস্ট
He's
খেলাইছি
through
দেশামরে,
here.
আগে খেলাই নাই তো,
He's
আমিও
gonna be
নতুনই
disappointed
নিছি,
with that.
বাট পারফরমেন্স আপনার ভালো লাগতেছে না আমার কাছে।
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Nedved. Nedved. This is Dembele.
ওরে একটুর জন্য, নাইস ট্রাই, নাইস। বল টল কেমন জানি ছাইরা দিতেছে প্লেয়ার গুলো, বুঝলাম না কাহিনী।
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's
গোল,
Hullet.
নাইস।
Well, Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up
আরে
shipping a
ভুল
goal
পাস
at the
দিলাম।
other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
ওয়েট করেন ভাই, কয়েকদিন পরে নেন যেহেতু সময় আছে, আর এক সপ্তাহ দেখি কি রকম পারফরমেন্স দেয়।
Well,
ভালো
that
পারফরমেন্স
gives them
দিলে
the
নিয়েন, না হয়
privilege
স্কিপ করে
to
দিবেন,
control the tempo of
সামনে
the
আরো
game.
ভালো
It's up
ম্যানেজার
to
আসবে।
them to manage it from here now.
বাট অনেকে বলতেছে আপনার জার্মানির ম্যানেজারটা নাকি অনেক ভালো,
Well, quality
নাগলসম্যান,
clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
দেখলাম অনেকেই
Encouraged the
খেলাইতেছে
pass
ওরে।
with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
হাই সেরি ভাই, প্লেয়ারের রেসপন্স গুলো এত বাজে লাগতেছে ভাই, বলার বাইরে, বলার বাইরে ভাই।
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
And this is Dembele. Can he
ওরে
finish?
সেভ,
Yaya Toure. He'll try
ও
for this.
ভাই,
Messi! Oh, that is beautiful.
এলবিসি তো মনে হয় দেখেন,
Really is a finish of the highest order. They are
অনেকদিন পরে ভাই মেসিরে
truly
দিয়া ব্লিজ দিলাম।
firing. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Lionel Messi.
Port are doing very nicely, thank you.
আরে ভাই খাই গেলাম।
And it's in. On the cusp of half-time. he
ডিফেন্সটা ভালো লাগে না।
delivers with perfect timing. And
Oi.
what a moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Ajax cut their deficit. and
ইরে ভাই,
rare-
ডিফেন্স কি
the
করতেছে
referee
এগুলা।
has signalled for half-time.
ওকে ভাই ঠিক আছে,
It's a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their
হ্যাঁ
part.
এলবিসি ম্যানেজার। সো যারা লাইভ আছেন গাইস সবাই লাইভটাকে লাইক করে দেন।
Pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Port leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Maldini. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a nicely weighted pass.
ওরে ভাই গুলি,
He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
নেট ভেতরে দিব দিব ভাবছিলাম একবার, বুঝছেন, বাট দেই নাই কারণ একটাই। ওরে ভাই, ধর 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 ধর।
Referee's given a throw.
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই ভালো ভাই, আপনার কি অবস্থা? ব্রাজিল ভাই, ব্রাজিল। হ্যাঁ ভাই ভালো, ঠিক আর
Intercepts the
Valo.
throw. That's well read. And it's Pirlo. Aimed beyond the defence.
Port are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He's picked his way through.
ওরে ভাই একটুর জন্য।
That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
কুইক কাউন্টারের জন্য ভালো, মার্টিনেজ মনে হয় কুইক কাউন্টার, সো ওই দিক দিয়ে ভালো আর কি।
Almost an hour gone. And here's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
এ
And Hullet!
ফেলছে ভাই, গোল গাল চিরে ফেলছে।
Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a
গুলিতে
bit
আপনার
silly
কয়েক
feet.
ম্যাচ নামাই নাই,
And with that, the hat-trick is
বসে হ্যাট্রিক করে লেছে দেখা
He
যায়।
has simply been truly awesome. He
Pre
really
pass.
has stamped his authority on this.
Messi!
আর এ শুটটা বাইজা গেছে। নাইস গুলিত মেসি।
Oh, now here's an
Last
interesting
goalie.
matchup.
এ
Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vitinha, who does have an assist to his name. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Hullet. Hullet going forward. And Hullet!
ওরে ভাই সেভ।
And the keeper threw out
সাইড
on him.
এফপিএস দিবেন সব সময়, সাইড এফপিএস। তাপ করাই। ফ্রান্স প্যাকের দেমবেলে আর বাপ্পে পর্তুগাল প্যাকের রোনালদো থেকে বেটার হবে নেওয়া। আপনি কোন, আপনি যদি ম্যানেজার চান তাহলে পর্তুগাল, আর যদি ইপিক
So
চান
we have
তাহলে
movement
রোনালদো।
on both benches.
Number 7, Nedved. Number 25,
Oh, good effort.
Hullet.
নাইস ক্লিয়ার।
And it's been hooked away.
Dembele. Coming on the field.
Great
Number
ball, and he's in
22,
here.
Bruno Fernandes.
ওরে
Number 5, Neymar.
Well, that defending is
Number
unapologetically
15,
persistent.
Bale.
It's almost
Number
personal.
9,
And it had to be.
Cristiano
Well, the box
Ronaldo.
was just so congested there,
Substitutions taking
Peter. There was
place.
absolutely no space to work with.
Yaya Toure. Bruno Fernandes, a player who needs no introduction. And he's quick to return it. That is good alertness. Oh, well, that is not
বেস্ট
a
লং বল
great
কাউন্টার
touch.
ম্যানেজার
Oh, what a
একটাও
tackler
এলবিসি
that was.
তাহলে
Just
ভাই
when
নিতে পারেন।
we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
এলবিসি ম্যানেজার আর না থাকলে নিতে পারেন।
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their
Offside
backs to
হয়ে গেল।
goal.
It's played through for him. And the assistant referee rightly
ওকে
gives
ভাই,
him
শু করতেছি
offside.
ওয়াইট।
Oh, lovely bit of skill. That is lovely. Cristiano Ronaldo!
আরে রানিং মারার দরকার ছিল।
And that is a truly outstanding save. And that is it. The
ফ্রান্সের
referee
এলবিসি
has
দিব নাকি
seen
সামনে
enough.
নেবে, ওয়াইট করতে পারেন।
Looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific
Hello
day for
everybody,
them.
and quick announcement now.
রন্দার ট্রেনিং দিমু, ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল দেখতে চাইছিলেন? ওকে, না গুলিত্রি ভাই সিএফ খেলাইতে হবে, বেচার উপায় নাই। কারণ একটাই, আপনার ডাবল গোল পোয়াচার খেলাইলে টাইট মার্কিং দিয়ে দিলে শেষ, বাট গুলিতে টাইট মার্কিং দিলেও লাভ নাই। ও কখন উপরে খেলবে কখন নিচে খেলবে এটা আমিও জানি না, এটা আপনার অপোনেন্ট তো জানবেও না। রোনালদো ট্রেনিং, এই যে ভাই রোনালদো ট্রেনিং, এটা মেসির ট্রেনিং চাইছিলেন একজন, গুলিতে ট্রেনিং। হ্যাঁ, কুইক কাউন্টারের জন্য রবার্তো মার্টিনেজ ভালো। মিনার সিএফ খেলেন ভাই, সিএফ এ বেস্ট ভাই। ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল তো দেখাইছি আপনারে, এই যে ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল এইটাই। ডিভাইস আইকিউ 15 আলট্রা। ভাই পর্তুগাল প্যাকেট রোনালদো গেম প্লে করার মতো কি? ভাই পর্তুগাল প্যাকেট রোনালদোটা আমি নেই নাই, বাট যারা নিছে বললো ভালোই, সিএফ হিসাবে ভালোই, খারাপ না। ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম ভাই, কি অবস্থা? ভাই তাকের কাছাকাছি। হ্যাঁ ভাই, হ্যাঁ ভাই, ডিফেন্সে একটু সমস্যা। না ভাই, রাগ করার কি আছে? সমস্যা নাই ভাই, যখন আপনার প্রশ্ন যেটা জানার দরকার অবশ্যই বলবেন। না না না, অফেন্সিভ।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
আরে
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that's a fine challenge.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
ভালো ড্রিবলিং করছিল নেদবেদ এখানে।
Wan-Bissaka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quality ball.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Dembele receives it in a good position here.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think
Wait,
both of these
good
keepers
take a sec.
could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Strong running down that left flank. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
কার্লোস ভালোই খেলছে।
Gone for a throw-in.
ও ভাই, এটাই ব্রাস্ট,
Port
এটাই স্প্যাম
really are
করতে
a
হইব।
team that like to break lines.
না, নতুন
They've
ফোন
worked
আজকেই
during
খেলা
that,
শুরু
and
করছি
he
বুঝছো,
puts
এই জন্য
forward,
মানে
yeah,
ভালো
plenty
করে
of balls
কন্ট্রোল
in
গুলা
behind
হচ্ছে না
Peter.
আমার,
Just needs to find the right run
একটু
now.
সময় লাগবে আর কি।
Thuram. Now it's Dembele. Dembele knocks it into
ভাই
space.
দাঁড়া 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 দাঁড়া
This is
দাঁড়া,
Nedved.
ওই
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Engages and forces
আরে
it
ভাই
off the
কারে
ball.
দিয়ে বল
Kimmich. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Hullet. Nicely
Nice.
weighted ball.
মেসি ভাই
Messi has the space to
মেসি ভাই
scheme.
দেয়া যা পারলো না
Kimmich. Now Mbappe. Hazard. That has been slung wide. That's the end of the first 45.
ও ভাই ভুল করলাম
Well, it was a
হাও
half
ভাই
that
একটু
could have
বড়
some
এই জন্য
shootouts, but as
কেমন
the
জানি
whistle
একটু
blows,
লাগতেছে
we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
ভাই রবার্তো
Say your views
মার্টিনেজ
on the
আমার
first
কাছে
half?
নাই থাকলে
Well,
তো ভাই
simply
দিতামই
put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition.
ও
They
ভাই সবাই
need to
বললো
play with
এটাই
more
ওর
courage in the
পারফরমেন্স নাকি
second
একদম
half
বাজে
and a lot more
উনি
intent.
কিছু একটা হইতে পারে বাট আপনার
So, no
সপ্তাহখানিক
breakthrough
পরে
from
ঠিক
either
হইতে পারে
side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
কিছু কিছু বিগ প্লেয়ার আছে আপনার
Really
ওরা
running back
প্রথমে
up
শুরুতে
and
ভালো
running
খেলে
after
না
half-time.
যেমন আপনার যে ইতু দিছিল না ইতু কিন্তু
This
শুরুতে
first
বাজে
half
খেলছিল
draw,
অনেক
no goals. Oh, good take and a good
ওরে ভাই সেভ
and that's what you call inspired
হ্যাঁ ভাই
goalkeeping.
নতুন ফোনে গেম প্লে
Really
করতেছে
looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner.
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই আপনার কি অবস্থা
Back where it came from. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Thuram. Gives it back. Vitinha. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
হুম
Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break,
Oi.
you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Pinches it off him.
ভাই
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the
ভাই
shape
ভালো
here,
খেলতেছেন
and
আজকে
he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Hullet. Passing is crisp and
এ
sharp.
অফসাইড হয়ে গেল
Nedved
ভাই
gets flagged offside.
দে গিয়া নাকি অলিভিয়ার খান দে গিয়া ভাই ভালো ওকে ভাই যাও আমিও খেলি ভাই পারি না বেশি মানে আগে খেলতাম মাঝখানে খেলি না এখন কিছুদিন আগে নামাইছিলাম দেখি রন্দা কিছু করতে পারে নাকি হ্যাঁ ভাই 15 আলট্রা পেন 2 সৌদি 1 বা 0
Substitution on the field. Number 25,
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Dembele. Number 19, Messi. Number 7, Nedved.
Vitinha can see things others simply cannot.
আরে বিধিনা রে বিধিনা
Driving forward,
Number 20,
Gerrard.
Mbappe.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Number 5,
আল্লাহ এটা কি করলো
substitution.
And here's Mbappe.
হ্যাঁ ভাই কাউন্টারটা দে
The movement is slick, the
Pass.
speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the
ওরে
shot!
ক্রুইফ নাইস
And there's a goal. And that could well be the
আসলেই ভাই
Well, you can see
ভালোই
what it
প্রেডিক্ট
means
করছেন
to
ভাই
all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The movement so precise. The finish.
Few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
ভাই রে
Chance!
ভাই অপোনেন্ট সেই খেলছে
And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way,
ছুটলো
and
না
he
রে
just
ভাই
slips
বলটা
the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response
এই
to
তুরা
falling
মেটে কি
behind.
বলটা দিল
Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
কি রে ভাই এটা কি
Just off
মারলো
target. He's been
Red.
bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew
How
what
by
he was
Brazil?
doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Cristiano!
আরে ভাই এটা কি হইলো
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar. And he is Vitinha!
Off.
Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our
হ্যাঁ ভাই
seats
গেম
from the
প্লে
very
একটু
beginning.
স্লোই সারাদিন আজকে বৃষ্টি
Vitinha
গেছে এখনো
claiming the
বৃষ্টি
man of the match award, and there
না
is
না না
very
ভুবন
little
টুবনে
room
ভাই
for
ড্রমও দিব
argument.
না
So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what ifs. and
ভাই
what
ফ্রান্সের
might
ব্রেক
have
দিতে তো
beens,
দেরি
but
শেষ হইতে দেরি
eventually
আছে
we
ওয়েট করেন
have.
বেটার হবে তো যারা লাইভে আছেন সবাই ল্যাপটপে লাইক করে দিন না দেমবেলে মে আমার এটা আছে তারপর ব্যালন ডিওরটাও আছে দরকার নাই ভাই ডেভিড ডি হেয়া ওটু ওটু হয়ে যাইবো একটা যদি ভালো খেলে প্যাকেটটা তা ঠিক যে পরের ম্যাচে নিতাছি দেমবেলে এমবাপ্পে দুইটারই পরের ম্যাচে নামামো হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ওটু আমি গোলকিপার সবগুলোরে ওটু খেলাই ভাই আমি তো কিউসি খেলি না আমি এলবিসি খেলি আচ্ছা ভাই ঠিক আছে পরের ম্যাচে খেলাবো হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ লংবলের মেটা ফরমেশন এটা ভাই রে ভাই সেই তো আইডি কঠিন আইডি ভাই
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course...
Luis Suarez!
ডিফেন্স গুলার রেসপন্স ভাই খুবই বাজে
And he
লাগতেছে
looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spain with the corner, there first. Chance!
দিদি না বাঁচাই দিল রে
That's
ভাই
just playing it safe and simple.
Port have the chance to go the other way. Thinks about the shot. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And this is Dembele. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet!
কি রে ভাই গোলকিপার চোখেই দেখলো না, বারে লাগে বাইরে গেল গা।
But hit the post. Roberto Carlos.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So it is still 0-0. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. And it's Dembele. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Now it's Dembele.
আরে
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Azar. And this is Luis Suarez.
আরে
Roberto
খাইছি
Carlos. Oh, well played. He
এনে
needed
ভাই
to
ম্যাচ
get
আপটা
that
করলে
right.
মারাটা খাইতাম।
Messi. Nedved. Nedved. And here's Dembele. And this is Nedved. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good.
ওরে
block.
ভাই
And
সেভটা
again.
কি দিছে দেখছেন গোলকিপার।
And he's done it.
ওকে ভাই ঠিক আছে,
And he's only too grateful to
কাপেললে তো ভাই খেলাই
capitalize on the
এখন আর কি
keeper's
আপনার
misfortune.
ট্রাই
Well,
করতেছি
you might
নতুন
think I'm a
ম্যানেজারটা
bit harsh, Peter, but
দেশাম
I just
দেখতেছি আর
can't
কি
help
কিরকম খেলে।
feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the
আরে
number one
ডাবলটা
contender.
না
He's
দিয়ে
done
খালি
it
সুপ
again.
টান মারে, এটা একটা বিরক্তিকর।
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. Getting up there.
পাচ্ছি রে ভাই।
And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yes,
ও
some
ভাই
good moves
অপোনেন্টের
inside the
গোলকিপার
box.
পড়া
No
সেভ দিছে
shortage
দুইটা।
of targets here.
And he cuts out the supply. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were
হ্যাঁ
plenty of
ভাই
talking
দিদা
points
স্টিল
in that
বেস্ট
first
ভাই,
half,
অন্য
but just
গোলকিপার
one
সপ্তাহখানিক
goal.
খেললে
It's still
ডেড হয়ে যায়,
anybody's
বাট
game here.
দিদা ভাই অস্থির।
Port come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure
আরে
up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Port can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Port currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And this is Dembele.
ভাই রে ভাই
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
নাইস কার্লোস। আরে গুলিতের পাসটা হইল না।
Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that's been intercepted. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent
ভাই
now.
কাপেল্লোরে ভালো
I think
লাগছে
they
ভাই,
just have to keep forcing
দামে
the
কম
issue
মানে
and
ভালো।
they'll get clinical.
পয়েন্টও লাগছে কম,
Spain
পারফরম্যান্সও ভালো।
appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves
ওরে
up for
বাবা
the
রে বাবা।
counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
Goal.
Willing running on one side,
ওরে
Solid defence on the other.
ভাই ভ্যানদেসার আপনার এই এই উইকে যে কি খেলতেছে রে ভাই, বলার বাইরে একদম।
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Hullet. Now it's Dembele.
ভুল করলাম।
Port surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Hullet. Luis Suarez. And they win it back again. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And he's there to make the challenge. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I thought it was going to happen then.
And that is that. Port have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes
ভাই
frantically,
ফরমেশন দেখতেন?
preserved the tightest of leads.
এই যে ভাই এটা হলো আমার ফরমেশন। এই যে ভাই মেসির ট্রেনিং এটা। ভাই এই যে নর্থ সাউথ টুর্নামেন্টের ফাইনালে ভাই ভ্যানদেসার খাইয়া দিছে আমার একদম। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আপডেটের পরে ঠিক হবে আশা করি। আপনার আর কথাই ভাই নামাইতাছি, পালা না করলে সব দায়বার ভাই আপনার। আর বুস্টার লাগানো যায় নাকি? ও মাই গড, যাক আমি লাগাবো না। নর্মাল ওপোনেন্ট পড়লে নামামু, কঠিন ওপোনেন্ট পড়লে নামামু না। অ্যাসিস্টেড, ইয়াস অ্যাসিস্টেড। আরে না ভাই, ধীরে খেলামো না, এটি বুস্টার লাগায় লাভ আছে আমার? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কঠিন ওপোনেন্ট পড়ছে, খাইছে রে। আম সারছে রে ভাই রে ভাই। আই হাই, আম সারছে ভাই আজকে। কারণ মু ইতু কিছু করার নাই ভাই, ইতুরি খেলাইতে হইব এখন। সুপার সাবে লিডে মিডে থাকলে ওইদিকে নামামো, এছাড়া আর পসিবল নাই। পিং তো ভাই 50+, 60 এরকম। আমাদের বাঙালির পিং কত থাকে তো আপনি জানেনই।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we
এই
should
ভাই
be in
কি
for something
অবস্থা,
very special.
মান ইজ্জত নিয়ে ভাই হারলেই হইলো।
So we're up and running.
Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet, strong, a deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African superstar.
And usually leaves you something to remember.
Van Dijk proves too strong, too smart. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That pass
Hi,
has
hi,
been
day, ball
well
and school.
intercepted. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o!
ওরে ভাই ইতুশু
Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
প্রচুর স্লো করতেছে এই ম্যাচটা
Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to
ইয়ার
this
কই ভাই
point.
কারে বাস দিন
1-0 the score. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Port very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Pullet was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Hazard. And this is Bale.
গুলিতে বাঁচাইছে রে ভাই
Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. And here's Nedved. And he shoots!
গুলিত
And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have
আরে
it.
That's a good ball out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to play it through.
খাইছে রে ভাই গোলটা খাইলাম
This is Bale.
ওরে ভাই ব্যান্ডেক সেই
Masterful defending.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
And it's Azar. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
From him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 1 minute added
Pullet
time.
was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get
পাঁচটা
critical.
একদম বাজে ছিল
And it's half-time.
লং বল কাউন্টারের
Instructed
পজিশন
for the first
গেমের
half.
মধ্যে ডিফারেন্স
I
কি
think
ভাই
things have worked out pretty well.
পজিশন
so far,
গেমের
Peter.
মধ্যে
If
হলো
it ain't
আপনার
broke, don't fix it.
ওয়ান টু
So
ওয়ান
I think
খেললে
the
গেলে
manager
ঢুকতে
has
হইব
to
আর লং
resist
বলে মনে
change
করেন
at this stage.
দূর থেকে পাস দিয়া দিয়া ঢুকে যেতে পারবেন
Port firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
আর একটু পরে নামামু দেমবেলেরে পজিশন লং বল কাউন্টার এগেইনস্টে ভাই পজিশন আগে সেই লেভেলের ইয়েও ছিল এখন যদিও এত খেলা পড়ে না
So off we go
বাট
again.
পজিশন ভাই অনেক জোস তারা ডিফেন্সটা একটু ধরে খেলতে পারে ওদের জন্য ভাই জোস অনেক
Nedved. And here's Eto'o. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Bale. Port needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
উফ ওরে আরেকটু লাইক
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Bale. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's fabulous.
হাও ভাই আরে কি করলাম এটা
Threads one in.
রাইট
Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Toure was in no mood
কে
for
ये
any of
তোরে
that. Driving forward. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Brilliantly cut out. Azar. Can he get
Oi.
on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Pirlo. Now that's a fine challenge.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Pull it. Oh, that's well spotted. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's nice. Hazard. He won't be happy with that
আরে
one.
ধুর তরিকা
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay
তো
forward for now?
Well, I think he just is
ইয়ার
concentrating on the
স্টেমিনাও
shape
শেষ
here,
ওইদিকে
and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right
নাইস
position
ভাই রে ভাই
to
বিটি
do
না
that
খেলতেছে এটা কি
collectively.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Into the last 5 minutes. And this is Eto'o. Bruno Fernandes. Pirlo. Pirlo running with intent. And that's gone loose.
14 স্লাইড দিছে রে ভাই
Pirlo
এই ট্যাকেল
gets a
দিছে একটা
frustrated and the referee brings it to a close. Port are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
Security staff for
Eto'o taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and
ভালো
deservedly
অপোনেন্ট
so.
ছিল রে ভাই
Your final thoughts?
রাইকার্ড আর ডেভিড রেকালার্ড তো যারা লাইভে আছেন সবাই লাইভটাকে লাইক করে দেন কাইন্ডলি অলরেডি 34টা হয়ে গেছে আরো লাইকগুলো বাড়িয়ে দেন 50টা মিল করে দেন অনেকে লাইভে আছেন এখন কিশোরগঞ্জ ভাই থাকি কিশোর এইখানে দেমবেলে দেখি কি রকম খেলে 37টা হয়ে গেছে অলরেডি আর মাত্র 13টা লাগে সো এখনো যারা করেন নাই লাইকগুলো করে দেন
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed. And we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Kaká.
আরে
Good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká. And it's Cruyff.
আরে ভাই
Park Ji-sung.
খুব বাজে পাসিং হচ্ছে
Messi. Vitinha, Messi. Now it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Hullet. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. Kaká, and that's a good ball. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's managed to
40
get
টা হয়ে গেছে,
himself
40 জন লাইভ,
offside.
ওয়াও। হ্যাঁ ভাই, সেই ব্লক হইছে।
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he spark a counter here?
না, এই ডেমবেলে চেমবেলে ভাই, এটি চলে না।
That's been won straight back.
দেখছো ভাই, বলটা ছাড়ছে কেমনে?
Port really are a
ওই
team that
বাবা
like
রে
to
বাবা।
break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Pinches it off him. Now that looks a decent
Ambulance.
ball. Always onto this.
আরে শোনো গো, কই গেল ওটা কই? ভাই হেভি টাচ ভাই পুরা।
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly
Oi.
tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
নুব মাস্টার ভাই, কি অবস্থা? হ্যাঁ ভাই, দিতে পারেন।
Port with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
ভাই কয়েকদিন হলো তো আসছে, একটু দেরি হবে আসতে। এ ভাই,
Getting up there! Big moment! Massive
হ্যাঁ ভাই,
goal!
ভালো অনেক।
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Are.
The defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Port go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Port are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Goes for
ওরে
a
ভাই,
shot!
অ্যাম্বুলেন্স গোল দিছে।
He's got a goal! And he is away! The launch
অনেক
of a
খেলছো
brand
দেমবুলে
new
ভাই।
hero.
এমবাপ্পের
The
নামাইলাম।
movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find
মেসি
an
নেইমার
answer
জুটি
to
হবে
it
এখন।
when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Dembele.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Hullet.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Nedved.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
ডিরেক্টর
now.
এমবাপ্পে
They
কি
really
গোল দিতে পারবে? ওয়াও,
Relentless! Just
ডিরেক্টরে গোল মেরে দিল রে ভাই।
relentless. Up by 3. They have their boots
Uh,
on the
Pirlo,
throats of
Vitinha.
their foes.
বেস্ট।
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Port find a position of real
আরে ভুল
chance.
করলাম।
And he hits the net.
Look, that was
হ্যাঁ
a
ভাই, সেই
technical
রান মেক করছে।
interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So could they be onto something here? Roberto Carlos, Neymar, strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's neat. It's
হাত্তেরিকা কি ফিনিশিংটা দিল এটা
and that is doing no harm at all.
Neymar clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
De Ligt. Port do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shimizu Espulse are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
আরে এমবাপ্পেরে দিছিলাম
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
ওই
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Drop shapes to shoot.
ওরে ভাই রে ভাই এত সুন্দর ড্রিবলিং কইরা ভাই ফিনিশিং দিল এটা হইলো কিছু
Mbappe! Could have won it there and then. He knows
ডিরেক্টর
that.
এমবাপ্পে
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Over to the right flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
এরা ওই কোনাই করে কি আল্লাহ
Didn't quite work for him. Park Ji-sung.
না সবই বুঝলাম বাট এক কোনার মধ্যে তিনজন করে কি ভাই
This is a promising build-up. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee brings it to a close. Port are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency
এই
and
তো ভাই ভালোই তো
certainty, as
পাইছেন
we've
ভালো
come to expect from them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then?
না ইডিরে ভাই বয় আগে দিয়া ভাই চলে না অ্যাম্বুলেন্স কার সমালোচনা করে ও ভাই শু টাইমটাই নামাইলাম না ভাই সুয়ারেজটা তো নাই ভাই শুনছি তো মেসি পাইছেন আর কয়বার বলবেন টুকাই মুকাই রে লাইভ থেকে দূর করান টুকাই গুলারে ভাই ডাইরেক্ট কেউ দেন ব্লক ভাই শুনছি তো পাইছেন ভাই মেসি বাইরে টাইম আউট দেন তো ভাই আমি তো ভার্সিটিতে না কলেজ
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone
এত
for this
তাড়াতাড়ি খাই
day
লাইতাছো
is
ভাই
well
10টা বাজে
and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
ওই
It's Dembele! Goal!
হ্যাঁ ভাই যাবে অবশ্যই
Calm, composed, confident. What a
আরে ভাই
super
কি
goal.
ভার্সিটি
Well,
দিতে
he's
না
a defender's nightmare. You
দেখে
try
কি ভাই
to
এতই
send
বড়
him
লাগে
one
নাকি
way,
ভাই
and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Hullet, and he's running through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as
আয়
they
রে
felt they were within reach,
ওই
but
আই
he made
হাই
nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too
এই
amused
বসে তো
either.
খালি উপরে উড়াইতেছে
Dida
বল
gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
বসে খালি দিয়ে আকাশে প্লেন বা বাইরে দেয়া যায় খুব প্লেন উড়াইতে পারে
Throw in. Messi, lovely ball and a real
আরে
chance now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That was good pressing.
যে
Forced the
প্লেনটা
area
উড়াবে
to put
এখনই
an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Well, I wouldn't quite.
Could be danger here.
ধর ধর
That's the throw.
গাইস আর মাত্র 6টা লাইক লাগে
And it's Messi. Messi running with intent. And the
হাই
shot.
রে
A collective sigh
হ্যাঁ
of
ভাই
relief
ফ্রান্স
from the
ম্যানেজার
defense.
ডিফেন্সটা একটু
I'm
বাজে
really impressed with the
আসলেই
tenacity
ভাই
he's
বাজে
shown to
আমি তো
intercept
খেলাইতাছি
that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And that has been cleared.
ভাই রেড কার্ড দিস
Surely
না
a
খালি
foul. Free kick.
It can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Rui Costa.
Port truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And this is Hullet. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shot a goal!
আরে ভাই রে ভাই সব
And kept out by
সব সেভ
the
মেরে
most
দিতেছে
elastic of saves.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of
না আমার
situation,
ফিনিশিং
and
গুলো
he
হইতাছে না
reacted very well then.
Looking
ভাই
for
আর খাইস
options
না
for
ভাই
movement. Shapes to shoot.
খাইস না ভাই
In he goes again. It's a goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's miss.
হাই হাই খুব বাজে
And
অবস্থা
the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
ভাই এটা সেভ
Now who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Judge, surely! And no mistake. It is an explosive start to
টাপ
the
টাপ করে
second
তো এই
half.
মনে হইতাছে
Some heroic
মেসি বাইরে
goalkeeping,
বয়া দিতে
but
হইব
even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know
মেসি
from
ভাইয়ের অবস্থা
experience
খারাপ
there are players who always seem to know where the ball's
কোন
going
সময়
to
রেড
end
মেট
up.
খা ঠিক
This
নাই
isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
হ্যাঁ ভাই গুলিতে অনেক জোস
Substitution on the field.
So we have movement on both benches. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, good read.
He read
Hi,
that
Sally, bhai.
really
Edi
well and
ki
stopped
hoitase?
it.
Nesta clears. Cruyff.
Ore. Chey bhai.
Port are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
And it's been played through.
Ore.
Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
Port really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed
Hi রে ভাই,
approach.
এই
A
অবস্থা।
lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Nedved. He's picked his way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to
Ronaldo.
press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Cruyff. Lovely feet. They want to be quick to... And
ভাই এটা কেমনে মিস করে ভাই কোন?
missed by a fraction.
শিট ভাই, শিট, পুরা শিট খেলছে এটা। এটা তো ভাই ইজি গোল ছিল।
Substitution on
ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপের ম্যাচের জন্য মনে হয় কেউ কইমা গেল। ভিউয়ার্স।
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
coming on the field. Number 5.
And he's had it nicked away.
Number 20.
Port have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. There's the shot!
এই লেভেলের স্ক্রিপ্ট রে ভাই।
Beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
স্ক্রিপ্টের লেভেল ভাই, স্ক্রিপ্টের লেভেলটা জাস্ট দেখতাছি।
Well, there's plenty to like about
Just
this
দেখেন
approach.
ভাই।
Get your head down, keep battling
এটা
away, and
ভারে লাগে
eventually
কেমনে ভাই?
things might change for you.
আয় রে ভাই, কপাল কারে করে ভাই।
Zanetti. He's found a way through. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. That's gone for a throw.
ইজি ভাই গোলটা মিস করলো।
Oh, super. Oh, shooting chance.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it.
ইডি
Making the
ভাই,
keeper
রোনালদো।
very relieved.
And he can clear it away. And here's Cristiano
ফাউল টাউল ভাই
Ronaldo.
কিচ্ছু নাই, কেমনে ভাই স্লাইড গুলো মারতাছে ভাই।
Port really
একটা
can
foul
only
যদি
do one
ধরতো।
thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Cruyff. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano
Yeah.
Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Port are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce
আরে
something
ভাই
out of
পাঁচটা
nothing
দিয়ে
there.
ভাই ঠিক
3
মতো
seconds was all it took for them.
ইজি বলটা পাস দিল না।
That's at the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim.
Well, Peter, I
রোনালদো
suppose
বাঁচাইছে রে ভাই। তাও মাইনাসই খামো ভাই। ও ভাই, রোনালদো বাঁচাইলো। হ্যাঁ তা ঠিক। নাইস স্কোয়াড। ইব্রা সেই লেভেলের পেইন দিবে দেখেন জাস্ট।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
গোল টোল হয়েছে নাকি
So it's
স্পেনের?
away we go then. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one league game. This at a time when you think age and injuries are going to start slowing him down.
And that consistency is, amongst many other things, what makes him the man he is.
Absolutely. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi. He is through here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos. Messi!
নাইস নাইস।
It's in! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first
Wow,
thing he's
goal
going
দিয়া
to do
দিল।
here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Port have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, some astute defending there. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he whips. He
ভাই
leaps
রে
for
ভাই,
it.
এটা পুরো ইল্লিগ্যাল হেড।
And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice. And
হ্যাঁ,
they
ইয়াট করতে পারেন
scoring.
ভালোই।
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for
হাই
the
রে, ফেক শট
Good
দিছিলাম,
effort
ডাইরেক্ট
from
শুডি মেরে
distance.
দিলাম।
Port have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And this is Hazard. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, easy pickings there. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Dembele. And there's green grass ahead of him. Port have reclaimed it. The Rossi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Port looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nedved. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Eto'o. Toure gets over and intercepts. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
হ্যাঁ, হইতেও পারে ভাই।
Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Port looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Like the
That'll have
Letiguri.
stirred a little concern.
Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi, oh, just skips past his man. Oh, what a mistake! And he is, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Port find a position of real strength now. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence just about came out on
আর
top. But they were
অ্যাম্বুলেন্সে মাইর
sadly
দিল কত
tested.
বড় সাহস ভাই
Well, the movement is slick. The
আর
speed
ডেম্বেলে
is
এখন কিছু ম্যাজিক
slippery.
দেখাইতে পারে
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Hullet. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nedved. He's got away. Nedved proves just a little bit too strong. And he's gone backward here. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
ভাই কান্না বিরু ভাই
That's good
সেই পেন
defending.
দিছে ভাই
He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely aimed pass. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, there's a probing ball. Schneider. Lampard. Maldini. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. So just one extra minute for stoppages. That's going to go a long
ডেম্বেলে আর
way.
গোল দিতে পারলো না ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবল ইউটিউবের
And
চ্যানেলে
time
একজন
is up. Port looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together.
মেম্বারশিপ ভাই আমিও
That
তো
was
যে
a
ইন্ডিয়ার এটাকে আয়াও করছি আমার ওই ইন্ডিয়ান ইয়াও করছিলাম তোমার ইন্ডিয়ার লোকেশন দিয়া পরে মেম্বারশিপ চালু করছিলাম গেম সিটিং দেখতে চান এই যে ভাই এটাই সিটিং আরেকটা ম্যাচ খেললা লাইভ অফ করে দিমু মেম্বার নাই ভাই লাইভে হ্যাঁ তাহলে বিকাশই মনে করো এই ইয়াও দিতে পারতো সুপার চ্যাট দিতে পারতো বাট এখন তো দেওয়া যায় না ফেসবুকে আছে যদিও বাট ইউটিউবে একটু প্রবলেম আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাই ভালো আপনার কি অবস্থা ভাই না ভাই এখন তো আর খেলবো না ফ্রেন্ডলি রে কি ম্যাচ খেললা লাইভ অফ করে আচ্ছা ভাই ঠিক আছে ম্যাচটা শেষ করে দিচ্ছি আর মাত্র 3টা লাইক লাগে সো আপনারা 3টা লাইক করে 50টা করে দিন এখনই
the
গাইস
camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And here's Dembele. Xavi Alonso. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Dembele. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Xavi Alonso. Knocks it into space. Tries to pass it through. Shot. Bullet!
নাইস ফিনিশিং গুলি
And he's done
এ
it!
আজ 5 টাকাইবো
One
সৌদি আজ
sweeping
5 টাকাইবো
move
তাইলে
executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Port have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
আই রে একটু লাগা
And that's a tidy
আর মাত্র
finish.
2টা লাইক লাগে সো লাইভে যারা আছেন লাইক করে দেন
Level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Messi going forward. Hernes. Xavi
হাই রে ভাই
Alonso.
সামনে দিয়ে গে
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
এই জি ভাই কোন চিপা দিয়া ভাই বল যাইতাছে
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Middlesbrough
ওই পাস
clearly
দে রে
didn't
ভাই
help themselves by telegraphing that
চিপা
one.
চুপা
It
দেখে
was
পাস
almost
দিব
going
না
to be intercepted.
Nedved. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
ভাই রে ভাই
And it's half time.
3টা দিয়া দিছে
Nothing to
সেই
separate
ভাই
the two teams at half time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now he can run away with it. Dembele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
De Bruyne, that is good alertness. Oh, here's a man adored by
আরে
many.
ডেম্বেলে রে ভাই
Verified
পড়তাছে
by
এটা
some.
কি
Costa Curta. Xavi Alonso. Juve Played out towards the right wing. Nedved. Vitinha. And it's Hullet. Hullet.
Aye, hi.
Hernes. Rijkaard. And that
মানে বলটা
interception
ম্যাচ আপ
was
কইরাও বলটা পাই না
most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
এই ভাই আরো লেটে দাও পাস
And here's Mbappe.
আইছে রে ভাই
Looking to play him. Shot!
স্ক্রিপ্টের লেভেল ভাই
And it's in. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
স্ক্রিপ্টের লেভেলটা ভাই
There
জাস্ট
was
দেখলাম
to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
ভাই রে ভাই এত গোল 8-10টা নি খা আজকে
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity.
And it's been given away.
ভাই রে ভাই
Oh, he's
এডি কি
close
ভাই
through.
এগুলা কি
He came in hard, very hard. Port do
Huh?
have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Substitution.
75 minutes played.
Port really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Vitinha, and that's really well manoeuvred.
ভাই রে ভাই খাইছে রে সেই ভাই
Now he's got space here. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that.
আল্লাহ বুঝেন ভাই ইয়া তোরে নাকাতের উপরে হেড দিতে পারে না
Port very much running into the last chance saloon. Yeah, it's not
আল্লাহ
looking good,
ভাই
Peter.
রে ভাই
Never say never, though.
এর পাও কতটুক বড় ভাই
Port really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball.
Bale! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw. We thought they were done, but never say never. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the
আরে
defense.
ভাই
making
ডাবল
them
ডাস্টটা
guess
দিছিলাম
the
লাগলো
wrong
না
thing to
এ
do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Back to
কি রে ভাই
parity.
উল্টা পাল্টা পাস দিতেছে পাস হয়ে যাইতেছে
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end
ও ভাই তাই
elsewhere.
তো মনে হইতাছে
Consolation,
আগের ম্যাচে গোল
consolation
পাই
for
না এই
no
ম্যাচে
show
পুরো
in
আলেবো
good
গোল টুল
measure.
দিয়া
Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
তো লাইভটা আজকে এখনই শেষ করে দিব আজকে আর খেলবো না আগামীকাল ইনশাল্লাহ আবার খেলবো সবাই ভালো থাকবেন সবাই ম্যাচ দেখেন এনজয় করেন আর 2টা মিনিট আছে জাস্ট হ্যাঁ এক হয়ে গেছে ডেশামের ডিফেন্স ভাই পুরা শিট লেভেলের অনেক বাজে ডিফেন্স 1 নম্বরে আছে এটা র্যাঙ্কিং এ ওয়াও সবই রাখের রে ভাই সবই রাখ সবই রাখ পুস্ট করতাম ভাই ফরমেশনটা কি রে ভাই ওর জোস পোলার রান আছে বাবারি বাবা এই জার্মানির এই ডিএমএফটা ভাই পুরা অস্থির। ডেম্বেলের ট্রেনিং ওকে, এই যে ভাই এটা ডেম্বেলের ট্রেনিং। ও ভাই ব্যান্ডেজার ভাই সেরা, ভাই সেরা। ওই ভাই মনে রাখছে তোমার এই যে বিগ টাইমের জন্য 3 নম্বরের টাকাটা। হুম, মানে আগের কার্ড মিক্সিং, আগের কার্ডটি ভাই জোস করলে, এখন নতুন যেটি আইছে এটি ভাই পুরা ফাও হয়ে গেছে। তো সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সবাইকে আল্লাহ হাফেজ।